So people like Appiah Stadium are the reason Ghana is so nepotistic. People like Appiah Stadium are the reason Ghana is backsliding.
Nanka Appiah Stadium, any soldiers for now just say, Omo preventing us John Mahama now attack woman. That particular store, Nanka, it was getting out of the trend because Appiah Stadium have a patch of Emma even a chop and Ukrano. I'm on for fire and cry home. But Blakk Rasta there be my story and your old story. Abraham are in a voice because or say or her at the Appiah Stadium any even a chop and Ukrano and some other can. In fact, Appiah Stadium says so nkofubia omuka ho ana Ghana kra yentimi emobra enkoyanim enti wabe fire Appiah Stadium wake kana adwen pa atre no aha ye Penyah blog media message wa say ni di mu obe like video na dawroma obe subscribe button so na be turn notification icon on for latest update na message wa say obe tere adwen e comment section na be share video ma wumi aso enye bi ahwe ejebeka ya about 2 weeks ago ana a poppy up say Appiah Stadium na John Mahama echo program bi e wa Accra ehon Appiah Stadium eduru ho ko Appiah Stadium se bebe Mahama wo bia de opese wo ben ho ko friend ho Mahama ba enti Appiah Stadium etese Mahama ekọ tamalikura obefa ka afri Kumasi obeduru ho kire se woni Mahama de etese ba fai any form eto se Mahama ekọ program bi wa Accra ana Appiah Stadium efa ka afri Kumasi hwi enoduru ho na we doduru ho no ankwa ama no how no opese si kono o se de bia opese o meet Mahama tia no ni redeem komo but we no see for no born get out. Emma you send one this for no cry air struggle pursue Mahama it is me Appiah Stadium it is me Appiah Stadium just say I say or pride in ho ni din no Appiah Stadium or value din high now sad way no social media man for come and Appiah Stadium they too much enye won ko na wo do Mahama what I say to obu ase enti ma Appiah Stadium ego pie mo Royal TV Kumasi ebe pa chew na chew panim na okọ bie key ni say enye so aboda mo but the entia or tata Mahama ho benben ni nyina ne say wabua Mahama in fact wo run ho so akukuo yese waye ne ma fi bebrebe ema Mahama aweni akonya ne enti dipa nyina ehwe no se wanya appointment bia ye beka se Mahama enti opon ade Appiah Stadium ma nyina chi wanti ma na hwe enti be ya nimguase ama no okaka se we abra na wopaga na facho e wa ade a okoye kire soldiers for no na sadi we no ana Blakk Rasta ene on 3 FM abatere na adwene e wo ho na ne kasa chase no and Obekasa fa Rasta free and say lady be just on or Rasta what I say about Rasta now because of Rasta na wabono ye pese fire ni free adwuma mu enti obetre na adwen e wo ho.
I want to go too much into the biblical essence of this, but we don't really need the Bible to authenticate our dreadlocks. Dreadlocks came long before the Bible came into being, long before the Bible. My brother, it's an identity for a group of people. But the same group of people victimize people who wear dreadlocks. Imagine such a brilliant woman. She said she was hounded out of office. Yet those who were wearing the Peruvian wigs, those who were wearing the Indian wigs, the so-called human hair, Brazilian wig, whatever it is, my brother, my sister, they were allowed with all the dangerous chemicals in their hair, sitting under dryers for only God knows how long their brains have been frying all this while. It is sad. Oh, your pee, uncle. I don't know the last time I visited a barber. No wonder I made a tune called Barber Shop. I don't know why I will go to barber shop or even sit in a little barber chair. In the shop, too much trimmy. In the shop, too much cutty. When are you right? My brother, my sister, the woman here says personally she took a covenant with God and told God, listen, if you let this happen in my life, I'm going to let my hair grow. Many people attach a lot of importance to hair, especially women. is their glory, it's our glory spiritually. So she says, I will let my hair grow until it touches the ground. As to of what essence that is to her and God, let's leave it to her and God. But people keep chasing her out of office. My brother, my sister, I saw many friends chased out of homes by their fathers and mothers for wearing dreadlocks in my days.
Now after that, I know better see Appiah Stadium and Samuel. That was Appiah Stadium. Dear uncle na wope. Nya botre enya wonkwa na wo support Mahama na ye bekom kura no se ye kase obi o support Mahama emra meka. Obi a kan support ode Mahama e bia nka wo kura no obekwa akoda.
Now this one is also taken from Ghana Web, and it says, if I don't get an appointment, people would mock me. Appiah Stadium appeals to Mahama. And I read, please come along. A staunch supporter of the National Democratic Congress, NDC, Frank Kweku Appiah, popularly known as Appiah Stadium, has publicly expressed his desire to secure an appointment as head of security in an oil and gas company in Ghana. He has expressed his desire to secure an appointment as head of security in an oil and gas company in Ghana. In a video that has gone viral on social media, Appiah Stadium stated that whenever he visits Accra, he seeks an opportunity to meet with former President John Mahama to remind him of his aspiration to serve in his government. Whenever I come to Accra, I want to go close to the president to remind him in case there is a vacancy. So he remembers me for an appointment. Recently, I went to the Jubilee House because the president asked me to see him. I walked with him to his car before he drove off alongside the vice president, and I engaged him in a chat. I want to either get an appointment at Ghana Gas or as head of security in the oil and gas sector. If I don't get an appointment, people would mock me because of my closeness to him. I want to be appointed because of the sacrifices I have made. If I were living with him in the Jubilee House, it wouldn't be news because of my close association with him, he said in a recent interview on Royal TV on February 11, 2025. So people like Appiah Stadium are the reason Ghana is so nepotistic. People like Appiah Stadium are the reason Ghana is backsliding. I helped you do this. So whether I am qualified or not, put me where I prefer. He wants to work as head of security in the oil sector. That's what he says. Or at Ghana Gas. He wants an appointment. He has told the president already via this publication where he wants to be. What is Appiah Stadium's qualification? His qualification is that he supported the president to become president. That he is very close to the president. These are his certificates. Certificate number 1, I'm close to the president. Certificate number 2, I helped the president become president. For that matter, I must be the head of security at Ghana Gas or in the oil sector. It is sad. Of course, everybody knows how much Appiah Stadium staunchly supported the NDC and President John Mahama. But he was not the only person who supported this man to become president. There are many other people who might not be seen by the lenses of the camera for TV and social media. But if everybody was to come out and say what their contributions were in making this man president, my brother, maybe Appiah Stadium would go home and hide. There are people have a saying that I like. They say, what the cat has seen and gone quiet If it was the dog, it would have barked all year long. The okra behu edi aye din no anka eye kraman a obepu saa ma Yesu kra ba no njaye. Be humble. Stop this nepotism. Stop putting pressure on the first gentleman of the land. The man just took office less than 2 months. He has inherited an economy whose former finance minister is on the run, according to the OSP. He has inherited an economy that is struggling with electricity. He has been nicknamed the king of Dumso. Instead of allowing the man some space to be able to deal with himself, pressure upon pressure. I want this position, I want that position, and I supported you. Obey. After just 1 month of being in power, what is wrong with you? After just 1 month of being in power, you are even lucky that he asked you to come and see him at the Jubilee House, and you had a conversation with him. Please be patient. Show your qualification. What is your qualification? Or anybody who supports somebody to become somebody must automatically get whatever they want and desire? Then your support is conditional. There is no love in any such conditionality. Am I making sense? Or I am high on some things. Why are you putting pressure on this man? Why? Allow him, free him up to do his work. You can lobby. Yes, lobbying is not a crime. But where you go to the extent of saying, if I don't get this appointment, people will mock me. Obey. What pressure is that? What pressure is that? If Mahama is not careful, with all respect, and he just looks at the register of those who supported him to become president and gives them positions, this nation will never move forward. I was reading something from Mustafa Bande as reported, I think, by Joy Online, and you know what he said? Mahama is trying to juxtapose and balance competence with something. I'm trying to, some other thing like that. Where is that thing? I'm trying to get it. Oh my God. I'll get it. You see, the man is trying. Yes, loyalty. The word is loyalty. Mahama is trying to balance competence with loyalty. And I think this is one of the most brilliant things that Mustafa Bande has said. My brother, where are the people who have been loyal to me? Come along, I can trust you. What are your qualifications? What can you do? Let's look at who is best fit for a certain position. That is it. Apart from being loyal, you have to be competent. You can't keep talking loyalty without talking competence. Else you are speaking in a void. I don't want to prolong this, but to Appiah Stadium, please, you were not the only person who supported Mahama to become president. If everybody was to speak, maybe you will rank 1 millionth or 30 millionth. Let's be humble. Yes, you can lobby, but don't put pressure on this man. He's already under pressure from the Nana Akufo-Addo Bawumia. Please, I reserve this word for next Christmas.
And which the Appiah Stadium, Munina Moka Hubi, and a Ghana Yentim Koyeni. And Mwaka Krade Boa Mahama nti, there be a Mahama for her mini, which is Mahama for oil and gas on fan showers. And Rasta Ebuza say, Appiah Stadium, what are your qualifications? Dear na nim dear be ne wo mu dwumade na yɛmfa nhyɛ wo sɛ na wo sere Mahama or the mawa nim dear be na wo fa ho. What are your credibilities and your credentials? Dear na wo certificate yes say set be ne kura wo set kura ne say me support Mahama we yɛmfa we empedwuma Rasta tirom say yɛmfa we empedwuma in Appiah Stadium to bo ase na u speedy Mahama dodo u speedy Mahama too much. Abusabet Macharawa, our comment section. These are not my words, but these are words expressed by Blakk Rasta on 3FM. AIA Penyah Blog Media. Background.